Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
this is gonna be the Eagles free agency edition of Sticky Notes.
Yeah, so the Eagles have made some big moves so far.
And you know they've been
They've
having
let go
us.
of more people than they signed.
Yes, they had us on the edge of our seats, unfortunately, but they let go of some key pieces, and hopefully
Yes.
their replacements will shine.
So we lost Milton Williams to New England.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Sweat went to the Cardinals. Darius Slay went to the Steelers. Rogers went to Minnesota. Orion Burks went to Cincinnati. Pickett went to the Browns.
CJGJ went to Houston.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to a team that was a competitor and a winning team. So, you know, Howie did him a favor. And we got back a first round guard who, you know, he actually was like rated one of the worst guards last year.
Really?
In a couple areas. But, you know, hopefully with Jeff Stoutland, you know, as his coach, he'll be
I'm sorry. I just realized I was breathing.
hopefully with Jeff Stoutland as his coach, we can get him going.
All right, so the Eagles have finally signed some players. Most of them are like 1-year deals, but they signed the running back A.J. Dillon, who's going to replace Gainwell. Where's Gainwell going? I heard he might be going to the Steelers.
He went to the Steelers.
Okay.
He got like a 3-year deal or 2-year deal.
All right. Dillon sat out last season because he had a neck injury, but he played for the Packers.
Okay. All right. So he's hopefully he is like a good catching back, because we need him for third downs. Kenny Gamble was coming in for Saquon when we needed to make a good third down. You know, even though Saquon can do it too, but Kenny Gainwell was a nice shifty running back that could get things done.
Yeah.
So,
when Saquon needed a
couldn't miss
break,
him.
he was a good fill-in. So,
okay.
all right. Well, they re-signed Zach Bond, as they should, to a 3-year deal.
Zach Bond, my guy. You should look at our last episode. Well, the one Super Bowl parade episode. You'll see him come up and give us daps and take pictures and say, "Hey, how you doing?" No, he didn't say all that, but he did give us a dap. That was cool.
So part of CJ's trade was we got Kenyon Green.
Kenyon Green. Okay, that was the guard. Okay, all right.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, like I said about, you know, hopefully Jeff Stoutland can get him under control. He didn't do too well, so hopefully, you know, Jeff Stoutland has been able to turn, you know, trash into gold. So let's see. We'll see about that.
So we got the quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He's going to be our second string, right?
Quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He came from Cleveland?
In the Pickett trade. Or he's going to be the number 3. So it's going to be Jalen Hurts, Tanner McKee, and then Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
All right. Didn't even know that guy was on the roster. But, oh, okay. So he came from Cleveland.
1 touchdown and 10 interceptions.
Why did they traded Kenny Pickett? They traded Kenny Pickett? That's what it says there.
I don't know why, but...
In the Pickett trade.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that when we got Kenny Pickett? He came as well? Anyway.
No, he came from Cleveland in the Pickett trade.
We won't ever say that guy's name again, so.
You don't know that. All right, so who else did the Eagles get? The Eagles also got, we talked about A.J. Dillon, Joshua Uche.
He's going to have some big shoes to fill with Josh Sweat gone. One Josh for another, huh?
Right?
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, well, I imagine Nolan Smith will get the majority of the reps. Brandon Graham's gone?
I haven't heard
I
much.
haven't heard. It's been very quiet.
I know he said that the Super Bowl was his last game, but I don't know if it's official that he's retired.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything official, so.
Yeah. I'll have to see.
BG, come back. 55, 55. Come back.
So Ben Van Sumeren was already with the Eagles, but they re-signed him to a 1-year deal.
Yep, he came in a couple games and cleared the path first. I believe he's the one that cleared the path for Jalen Hurts on a big run. I can't remember though.
Mm-hmm.
I only seen him for a couple.
He had a
games.
knee injury, so he in November of last year.
He
so
looked like a
didn't play
player
well.
though. He definitely looked like a player when he was on the field. So that's cool. All
So
right.
we got him, and then I think that's it for now. It just came out that they signed the QB coach from Georgia.
They hired him. We keep saying they signed him.
Oh, they
They
hired
hired him. He's
our
gonna-
QB coach went
yeah.
to the Saints with Kellen
So
Moore.
I'm not sure if he's coming in to be the QB coach or not, but
I would
you know.
assume.
the Eagles have a bunch of positions like running game coordinator, passing game coordinator. So
Mhm.
maybe he's coming in to, fill in one of those positions. I don't know. He's going to be on the roster. He's going to be on the staff though. So, and he's coming from Georgia. We got a bunch of Georgia boys on our team. So,
Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of skeptical with what's been happening so far, but we have to trust the process.
No, don't say that.
We do.
Don't say trust the process. Take that back. Take that back.
Howie, I'm sure
We
knows
don't
what
say
he's
that
doing.
when it
okay,
comes
so
to
what
the-
do we say?
We don't say that when it comes to the Eagles. That is that basketball team that is
Trust-
playing for
no.
the city of Philadelphia, because
When
I
I
don't
say-
even want to call them Sixers.
When I say
I don't even
trust
want to
the
call them
process-
Sixers.
When I say trust the process, I'm saying you got to trust what Howie is doing.
The only Sixer on the roster right now is Tyrese Maxey. Everybody else is just players.
Well, that's going to be a whole other
Basketball players.
All right, well, I think that's all that's been going on with the Eagles so far in the free agency. There's still a lot more time. There's a lot of time before the new season starts, so they have time to get together, to bond as a team, train, work out together.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Real quick on the Sixers, though, because I heard something
my
very funny
gosh.
today. They are actually considering retiring Joel Embiid at the end of the
Yeah,
a health retirement at the end of the season.
a medical.
Just
they're
think
gonna
about
force him
that.
a medical retirement, as they should. He's wasting their money.
Retiring this
He's
guy.
getting paid millions of dollars to sit on a bench. They can't trade him. Who's gonna want him? He's done a lot for the team in the city over the years, but you got to know when your time is up.
And that way I can get more Chick-fil-A.
My mom met him. He's super tall.
I just want to play in the All-Star game.
Well, he's done that, so.
God damn you, Joel Embiid! You ruined the Sixers. We could have had a championship. We could have had a championship in all this time we had you. God, we could have had a championship. And you know what? This hurts. This hurts to say.
Well, I feel like
This
when he
hurts to
was
say,
when
though.
he
One
was
second.
healthy and when he was playing well, he didn't have the help that he needed. And now that he has the help that he needed with Maxey and all these other younger players, he's not at his best.
We would have had
Physical.
a better chance with Ben Simmons.
Absolutely not. Ben never wanted to be here. He wanted to be an LA boy.
We don't know what happened to
No.
Ben Simmons.
Yes, we do.
don't
Yes,
know what
we
hap-
do. He
Listen,
didn't want to be here. He pretended like he wasn't doing well mentally. They offered him counseling. He never took it.
Why
he
did he
didn't
do
show
all
up to
this?
practice.
Why did he do all this?
He
Because
wanted to
they-
be traded out to LA.
But why did he? No, he didn't. Why
Yes,
did
he
he want to
did.
leave? Why did he want to leave?
He was dating one of those Kardashian girls, and he wanted to be traded out
He
to there,
wanted
to the West.
leave because the team was revolving around Joel Embiid, and he wasn't the star, and he wanted to be a star. And you know what? He could have been a star here without Joel Embiid and all the other crap around that
That's
was
his
going
fault,
on.
though.
Ben Simmons would have been better than
And
what
it's Ben
happened
Simmons'
to him.
fault that he wasn't
And
the
that's
star
facts,
that he
yo.
could
I
have
don't
been.
care what anybody says.
It's
Ben
his own
Simmons did
fault.
what he did. He did what he did.
At
He
least
was a
Joe
coward.
Ellis.
But I'm telling you what, without Joel Embiid and everything, if there was, a team around it, even with Markelle Fultz as his guard, as his shooting guard, they would have did something.
I think the Sixers need to retire Embiid. They need to center their team around Maxey. You know, get more young players. Get rid of these older vets they got on the team. They're not doing anything.
Maxey's not a number one ace star. He's not.
They can surround the team by him. Maybe they can bring in a vet that actually wants to play and still cares about the sport.
You know Maxey's my guy.
And then I think they could have a real chance at a championship next year.
You know Maxey's my guy too, but he's, you know.
But you know the NBA. They want the Lakers to win this year because they want LeBron to get the championship with his son on the team.
He's got to be more
That's
consistent.
what they want. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation for a different episode.
We can talk about them because I wanted to talk about them. I've been trying to get that off my chest. I'm so tired of Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, you get on my damn nerves and you're an embarrassment.
Well, hopefully he'll be retired.
You're an embarrassment. So, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
Had to tuck the shorty cause it stick out. Alleyway stories, I was walking with that thing out. Any given Sunday, ain't no telling what I bring out. Couple little shooters had to tell them run the dig route. Mr. Make it happen, get it crackin', and I skip town. Find out where you at, I'm like, what happened to that big mouth?